Hello. Hello, hello. I will wait a little bit. Now that was so funny because I didn't find this. I didn't find where is the where can I make a broadcast. So folks, hi everyone. So I see everybody's with the sound. Is everything good? Good. How are you guys? I will wait a little bit. I have a lot of questions here and a lot of questions in my private messages. Now I will wait a little bit more. And if you want to ask something, just ask here. I see your comments, yeah? I love you guys. So funny. Greetings from India. That's what I love about opera, yeah? You have the fans of opera everywhere, and it's beautiful, and it has to be like that. Okay. Should I wait a little bit more? So I choose to speak in English because English is not my best language. So, but from India, if I will speak German, nobody will understand. Yeah. So if you are happy with English, yeah, put me something in the comment like okay, English okay, something like that. So, and I will start with some questions from you I've heard here. Okay, so Jordan Old Soprano. How long does it take for you to learn a new role? Depends. It depends from the role, yeah. But if it's like something like Lucia de Lammermoor, it will take the whole life to learn it and relearn it once more. And I think so. Just for the notes, for the score, every score is like maybe 5 days, 7 days, 1 week. It's okay. Yeah, then you will start coaching with your voice teacher or with your coach and the pianist. And of course, it will take long, yeah, because what is the best way to learn for me? It's to learn it quite early and then leave it for maybe a month, maybe 2 months. This is the ideal. But now we all have time, so I could learn something new, and I'm learning, but it's canceling, it's a stupid situation for everybody, and it's really catastrophical for the economics and for the opera. And a lot of questions about it, yeah, what I'm thinking about this quarantine. Of course, we have to stay at home, of course. And of course, the opera house, they will open at last, I think. Maybe stadium concert will be open later as us, because it's much more as 3,000 people. And that's the problem. And we are all talking all about this. There is no other theme. It's just when it will end. So, people, I don't know. One of the questions was, when is your next performance or concert? I would love to say in June, yeah, to tell you something, but it's not. Now it's everything canceled till end of August officially. So actually, I have a lot of free time, what I never had in my life, maybe before school. And I enjoyed it a lot first 2-3 weeks when I slept like a panda, and I was always like recharging my batteries. And it's good. It's all this situation in the world, it's good. We have to stop, we have to slow down, we have to rethink, and it's so important. I think there is a lot of positive things in this situation when we are staying home. I hope everybody has money to live. And now I had the great news from Staatsoper Berlin that we will have the compensation, and that's good. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think the theaters have to pay, because I mean have to pay. It's force majeure, but it depends from the theater how they react and what are they doing now with this situation. So we will have compensation. It is a great news. Yeah. So what else? Next question. Yeah, so my next actually planned concert is it will be in Jerusalem, and a wonderful recital with Elena Bashkirova, Russian program, and we will repeat it in Boulez Saal in Berlin. Shostakovich, Prokofiev, Rachmaninoff, Rimsky-Korsakov, Tchaikovsky. Maybe I am not quite sure about Tchaikovsky, but we are thinking about it. And it's like it gives you hope to plan, and it's so funny about the plans. Yeah, so we are booked for a couple of years, but something like small virus can just change everything, and you have to deal with it. Okay, so the next one. What is your lifetime playing role? I mean, my favorite role. I think every role I am singing, it's my favorite. It's a stupid question maybe, but it's like that. So I think it's only one possible way to work. So it's not working what I'm doing. It's my life, and of course I have to believe in what I am doing. And this is exactly the answer if somebody asked me about stage directors, about stagings, conservative or modern. And my question is always like, there is no modern or conservative stagings. It's only a good and bad one, That's it. I see a lot of people writing me down. I admire so much. Thank you so much. Nightingale by Stravinsky. Really enjoyed. I enjoyed this role, by the way. To learn it was a horror. Really, it was a nightmare. But it's like a Zerbinetta, when I was doing that quite often, and that was my audition area. To learn it is like 2 months, but then it will stay with you forever. And about, for example, my favorite roles, it's exactly what I was doing now at the moment. Now it was Mozart, my first debut in this year, 2020. Happy year, that was a Pamina in Madrid, and it was actually the last show of the season, I think, Then when I'm here now in Berlin, because I was stopped to work here because of this quarantine. And Idomeneo opening night has to be on 22nd of March, and it was changed for 18th. It was our final dress rehearsal. It has to be streaming, but with all these restrictions, we just postponed actually, because it has to be another run of Idomeneo. That is such amazing opera. Wow. In January, so we will have the opening night somewhere in Germany. In January, I don't remember when exactly. Check it, please. And Elettra is, wow, this is a bad girl, really, because now I'm finally can perform this role when I'm not only the young beautiful girls that will die. So Electra actually dies as well, but she's a bad one, and it's nice. What I'm loving in my life is just I have a lot of lives. I died so many times, and it's just a possibility to have a lot of different lives. I enjoyed it actually. So I'm looking to checking your questions here. If you have the question, just put me right here down. It's always better to have the answers from the artists, and sometimes not reading stuff like stuff. If you have to ask me, ask. English, okay. Thank you. So I will not speak a lot of virus because nobody wants to hear about it. So stop it, Oh, a lot of questions, a lot of comments I didn't see. Gabriela Topchevska. When you are 19 years old, too late to start learning opera singing or no, with no prior musical education? Whew, Gabriela. I started with 22. Yeah, I came to Berlin and I came to this conservatoire when I was 22. Of course, I had some lessons before, the private lessons in St. Petersburg, because my first education is choir conducting. So my first diploma was in choir conducting. And that's funny, and I'm thankful for that because it helps to study the roles quickly. And this base helps. So if I can answer you, it's not too late, but it's important to have the base, the solfeggio, the harmony, all the stuff and basic stuff. So you can do it even alone sometimes, but not solfeggio, of course. Find a school for adults, and there are a lot, and just start normal, regular lessons. Yeah, it's always helpful, really, believe me. But so never too late. I think some of us will have different jobs and another. I wanted to learn something completely new, not nothing to do with the music, just to have an alternative. So actually, I have my camera and I would love to make more photos because I started it, by the way, it was Nightingale in Toronto, 2009. Yeah, I bought my first camera. That was Canon, and I was with Canon after that. But then, I stopped to take it with me because it's plus 10 kilos, and I have a lot of stuff, a lot of luggage. So one more suitcase, I don't know. So now I think I could redo some portraits. A lot of my colleagues and friends use these photos for the biographies, and I'm super pleased. Yeah, please write me if I'm speaking too fast. It's typical Olga, yeah? Any good tips for lead coloratura soprano to work on the low middle range? You have to start with middle range, Elizabeth Berg. You have to start with your middle range because this middle range is everything. If it's in the good shape and place, high notes will come automatically. And you have another, this register, the low range, but I can't answer you here, but it's of course you can be better if you start to learn technique. What is technique with us? Technique is control, yeah, and I think it's important to control yourself and especially breathing. I don't know if you know my Telegram. There's in Russian now, but I will. So you have seen my videos about the breathing techniques, yeah, a lot because I think that the singers, and it's good for everybody, especially now in this time. But I think that everybody has right to know about all these systems, breathing techniques and systems. So take a look on Instagram or Facebook or this Telegram channel. Has Dishi next level. Dishi, it's Russian, breathe in Russian. No, because I have planned it just for Russians to try to start with something. But now I am translating it in my terrible English and with the subtitles. It's good. It's very good. It's like to teach. When you start teaching, you understand a lot of your job and of this profession. And some things are clear for you. For me. About teaching, I have a lot of questions about teaching. Yes, I do it, but now maybe I will do it more because I have time. But normally, if you are full with your own work and your own performances and studying, and we are learning without ending, it's without stop. And it takes a lot of energy, and because I don't believe actually in these live lessons online, because you have to touch your pupil, you have to touch it and show it, and it's no mic will take your frequencies of every frequency of your voice. Especially if you are doing this with with your iPhone or your smartphone. So that's it. I will do that. We are organizing masterclass now, and for 2-3 people in the same room. Now we will broadcast it, but the thing is, I would love to do it only live, because I do believe it's important, and I try to do only girls. Of course, you as a teacher can explain a lot of things to the bass, baritone, and because the bass is the same, but the details and the small details and things is, for example, one of my teachers, it's Mariella Devia, and when I came to her for the first time, apart I couldn't sing because I was staying with Mariella Devia, and she was is one of my idols. And why I'm talking about this? Because you have to you have your vocabulary. This about singing, and the thing is, for one student, this expression will work. For another one, he will not even understand what I'm talking about. So it's all about to find the vocabulary for this. It's interesting thing. So breathing. Thank you for your breathing techniques, Tanya. Thank you for watching. No, because really, I know a lot of things. A lot of people who are just selling it, and I trying to give my knowledge and give it back, and I know a lot of things, but so now it's time to give you this. I think it's for everybody, not for singers, not only for singers. Thank you for videos. Thank you. Could you give tips for the ritual singing technique? Whew. Yeah, don't stop. Yeah, it's this is the most important thing. So your routine has to be okay. If you are not singing every day, it's okay, but try to 1 hour every second day. It's even in this situation, it's important, because we are like a sportsman. So it's a sport. It's a big sport what we are doing, and this training has to remain always, because it's all about muscles, and muscles have their own memory, and this is memory made from steel, really. Okay, Sasha's back. Boring show. We want Sasha. Who's Sasha? How do you deal with laryngitis? What steps for a full recovery? Eliana. So we have to deal with it. Sometimes it's only one cast. You don't have any covers who can save the show, and sometimes, and it was quite often, you have to perform when you are sick. With laryngitis, it's every laryngitis. It's depends. Sometimes it's gone in one day. Sometimes this laryngitis, because it's virus as well, it goes down. And laryngitis, what is here, where the vocal cords are, this is the worst, because this can go in 10 different ways. I'm trying to drink a lot. This is important, to drink. This actually the prevention to not to be sick. If hydration is super important for singers. And sometimes if I'm sick, I'm singing my best, even better if I would be healthy, because it's all about the concentrations, and the concentration is like that. It's you are what are you doing? So the concentration is not 100%, but 300%, because it can go wrong. So you control yourself even more. Sometimes it's better show when you are sick. So how I deal? Yeah, if I can't sing, if I'm my you know what I'm doing, the first thing when I'm waking up, it's like that. Hmm, that's good. If I have something like okay, so maybe I will go for jogging even if it's the day of the show. I'm trying not to run in the day of the show. It's better to keep your energy, for me, I mean. But if at the beginning of your laryngitis, you can go really to sport helps because it's all about your system. It's just be in the movement. Don't stay only in your bed because it doesn't help a lot. So moving is important. Okay, so would you like to sing Carmen, Garbo Jewels, like sopranos did in the past? I would love to sing Carmen, of course, but I will. I will not. Or maybe yes, but later. Because actually, I had the offer to sing Carmen, and Carmen was the role why I am in the opera. Not in the opera, because I studied as a mezzo soprano. Maybe you know it from interviews. And the thing is, because my speaking voice is very low, and I always had these notes. And the problem is, I could do more, and roles from mezzo soprano are so interesting. It's such powerful girls. Think about Carmen, think about Amneris, Dalila, and this is what I wanted to sing. And for the next 15 years, I was Gilda, Adina, all these Inas, Norinas, and the stuff like that. But I'm happy. By the way, the role what I never sang on stage, that was a Juliet in Romeo and Juliet. Everybody asked me, when is your Juliet? I said, I don't know. I don't have any offers for Juliet. And now it may be too late. Who knows? Okay, yes, I would love to sing Carmen. That's the answer. But maybe in the concert, why not? Because it's about traditions. And if you are thinking what French mezzo-sopranos are, they are lighter as we think. And they are lighter. And I think actually it's all about the recordings, because we have a lot of recordings, but we don't have any idea how it was live, And with the mic in the studio, you can do everything. I could do the Turandot, but on stage, no. And that's the question: what you can do on stage with a good conductor who cares, of course, because it's all about the level and dynamics and a lot of things like that. I would love to. Yeah, it's a wonderful role. So why, Carmen. In Mariinsky Theater, when I was in the children choir, I was quite big child because I was 15 and singing second altos. But I wanted to be in this show. I wanted to be even the chair in this show because I love Carmen and I know it and I love it and I know it a memoria. So I would love to sing Carmen, but it's not for now. Okay, next. I live to Paris. Your lessons are excellent. How many years you singing? Thank you. I started singing when I was 3. When I was 3, and my mother says, because I started to read quite early when I was 3.5. So on the street with mama, can you imagine that? Yeah. So I was not reading, but I was singing everything what I can read. Yeah. That is nightmare for every mother, I think. So sorry, mama. So early. And it was a musical school and first competitions as duet, tercet. I was in Lithuania 7 years of my life. And then I came back to St. Petersburg to I had to move because the musical education, it was better in St. Petersburg for me at that moment. Yeah. So, and how many years I'm singing? My operatic debut was in 2004, and I had 24 years. That was, of course, opera students and young artist program here close to Berlin, Rheinsberg, Kammeroper Schloss Rheinsberg, like a small castle, and they made strange operas sometimes. That was Ottone und Theophone by Handel, or Ottone. In German, that was with Harry Kupfer. I had always a blast to have great stage directors and conductors. Harry Kupfer was that was a school of life. To be there and to look at him and to listen to him, that was really great. And then from 2005, I was 2 years in a young artist program in the Hamburg State Opera, always in Germany. And since 2006, I was in Italy for the Rossini Opera Festival for the young artist program, Accademia Rossiniana. And 1 year later, I was in the festival. So 2007, I start my career. Because I was never fixed in ensemble, so never member of ensemble. No, only these 2 years in Hamburg. That's it. Maybe I will rethink, and maybe I will want to have my house, because one day you are tired from all this traveling. Of course, it's a part of our job, but you have to love traveling. But sometimes you are thinking it's enough. I can't anymore. I don't want to move. I just want to sit here and be here and sing at the same theater. I completely understand these people who are years in ensemble, and with the family, it's of course it's more comfortable to stay in the same city. So, but my way was like that. So who knows what will happen? I hope everything will come back soon as we think. Yeah. Hi Olga, Fran, my best. What and where has been your best performance in 2019? I don't know. 19 was a very good year, actually. What is my best show? I don't know, because sometimes it's not objective, so it's very subjective. Subjective, sorry for English. I mean, really, it's everybody speaks English, so that's why I'm speaking with you English. But if I would choose, that would be Italian or German, because it's my second language. So, my favorite. I don't know, they are all very important for me. That was my first Anna Boleyn, and first in Liège, and then maybe you have seen this on Arte, on TV. And then we repeated it in Oman 7 months later. That was like a quant jumping for me, because first time when you are debuting, it's one role. When you are singing in that role a lot of times and a lot of years, it's completely different. Every performance is unique. Every performance. So I will come back to Anne Boleyn. It's such an amazing role, super demanding, but I loved it. And finally I can do that, because you have to wait with your voice. You have to wait when it grows naturally. Don't push and don't make it bright, the sound. Everybody does it, because when you are stepping in on the huge theaters, on the huge stage, you are you have 4,000 people before you, and you are starting to sing louder and louder. It's not especially necessary, because it's nothing to do with the louder volume. It's all about the squillo. Where's your resonance and how you use resonance. But I think every singer in his or in her career had this moment when we started to push to be bigger, to sing bigger, but it's not the right way. And we have to rethink how to do that. Remy, would you say that a good voice is the result of hard work or natural gift, or both? Good question, Remy. So it's both. I always saying that the singer is not only voice; it's everything. You have read, you have seen, you have watched in theater, books, museums, everything. Really, it's important because you can hear it. You hear it in the voice. Even the character, it's a special sign of your personality, your timbre, and this is the color of your voice. This I don't think it can change, but it can be better. You can deal with your vibrato on, but it's the technique. It's all together. It's not like I'm going to my voice less teacher and I'm telling him, okay, now we have to work on the breathing only, separate. No, it doesn't work like that. It's everything it's all together. That's the problem. Not problem, but this is the problematic of operatic singing. Yeah, we have to do at the same time like 1,000 tasks and at the same time, and some people, for example, students, or they are going to the choir because the choir have the security. It's almost no responsibility. I mean, of course, yes, but they work much. A lot. They work a lot. I mean, they have every day 2 calls maybe for the learning the new role and the performing at the end of the day in the evening, and it's a different profession. But you have, as a solo singer, you have to have this character. I can't, yeah, but strength. And the problem of this job is that you have to be perfect as possible always. It's nobody cares what you think and how you feel, what is happening in your private life or whatever. Now nobody cares, so go there and sing your best, especially if you have a couple of CDs. Everybody wants to listen it exactly like on this CD, exactly. So you don't have any right to fail. So that's tiring. So I don't know if I responded. I think. What helps you learn new languages? Fei 65. It came, actually, my first language wasn't at school English, but that was, I'm thankful to my teacher. I remember the diktat she gave us, and by remembering the words like refrigerator, I remember this word refrigerator. To understand how the spelling, you are doing that refrigerator. Yeah, sounds. That was my first language. And then I came to Germany, so automatically you have to speak German because everything was. We had actually delayed exam for German language exam because after 1 year to being here, you have to speak, and everything was even the actor. How's in English, my God? Sometimes I will have this blockade. Every lesson was in German, so automatically German was quite good, I think, I hope. Pronunciation, of course, you have the Russian accent. I have it. I will have it always, and I'm not even think about it. I don't think it's possible to delete it. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm too lazy. Then the third language was, or fourth language was Italian. Because at that time, when you start working, and I worked a lot in Italy, you have to speak Italian because nobody speaks any language. So, and you are operatic singer, so you have to speak Italian. You have to speak Italian. And yeah, so French, and they're Romanical, language from Latin. Yeah, it's they have a lot in common. What I used actually at the beginning, especially, I have to check the time because it was automatically stopped. At the beginning, I had my own system, Modalverb. Wie heißt das auf English? How it's in English? So I have modal verbs. Yeah, I can, I want, I will, and then it's a very beautiful way to do that. So this verb and then infinitive. if you learn 30 words, you can speak actually. So essential. And then, of course, it's everything. It's in grammatic. You have to learn it, unfortunately, especially in German. Oof. But Italian grammatic is very complicated. At the beginning, no. But at the end, this congiuntivo or condizionale, these forms are terrible because they're beautiful, but it's in German or in Russian we use it in a completely different way. Yeah, vorrei vedere, I would love to see it. Yeah, it's completely different rule. So I have to stop. My goal is actually to learn French, to be possible make the interview in French. Once I had interview in French, in the radio. It was live, and I was so sweaty I was so nervous. I had, okay, stop. Of course, in the restaurant, my French is okay, but not for the living there. But in the difficult time, or if it's stressful, I immediately starting speak better. I don't know why. It's a concentration. Yeah. And for singers, it's super important to learn all these languages, because you learn your roles much faster if you're speaking this. That's why, by the way, French, before my first really big role was here in Berlin in the Staatsoper, Pêcheur de Perles. That was my big role in French. After that was all ladies in Raconte of Man. I enjoyed it so much. Did 3 productions, and every time it's better and better and better. And now I was learning Mathilde in Guillaume Tell. I didn't need a vocabulary, so I understood completely everything, because it's very close to Italian, and language in the opera, they use the same, sometimes the same expressions, the same words, so that helps. Yeah, but that helps. It's good for your healthy, for your health, and Alzheimer will not reach me, I believe. So, sprichst du nur in English? Springst du? Was meinst du? Yeah, I will talk in English now. The next broadcast I will do in Russian. It will be on Sunday on my Instagram account. It's a good idea actually to make the language. Yeah, and the next day will be in German. In Italian, we did it a couple of weeks ago with the Teatro La Fenice and with Damiano Micheletto live, just talking to each other. And it's a good idea, because to jump languages, I think it's not very comfortable. Somebody will not understand it. Okay, so would you explain a little bit how Pianissimo works? I would love to, but we have only 20 minutes, and Pianissimo is, for me, if you are thinking about breathing, it's the same with the forte. Just, it's the same, but the breathing is different. I can't explain it here, because we don't have any time for that, and it's not possible to explain only with the words. So I would love to, if we would be together, I would love to show it, and to show us a couple of exercises for this. Do you sing every day? How long do you sing per day, Natalita? First, I was enjoying not to sing in this quarantine, but now you miss it, yeah. But I'm not the person who can learn the new role just to learn the new role. I have to have the goal. So it was, for example, my debut, and I was learning that. It was cancelled, so my next debut would be in Pesaro. Another French role, Moïse, and in Moïse, and I started to learn it, and then stopped it because it was cancelled as well. I mean, it was not cancelled, but postponed. So the information I have for Pesaro, it's that this edizione 2020, will be in 2021. I hope it will be possible. So, and now, yeah, it's everything cancelled. Scheiße. I'm not singing every day if it's possible, because to have a rest is also important for me. And what I understood about my health and about my voice, sometimes I have to have these vegetable days, I call it like that. So you are tomato and you are potato and just don't move, even do a couple of steps till the kitchen and come back to your bed. And it's good for her. I mean, for me it was important and it's still important, but now I would love to sing every day because I can't anymore, because I think it's everybody has this point now. Is losing weight dangerous for opera singers? No, if it will be slowly. It's yeah. I think the way it's a complicated theme. It's of course everybody thought that all operatic sopranos are super fat. It was like that, but then the world was changed, so we have to be forever young, forever beautiful, forever thin, or trying to be. For me, I understand if I'm too skinny, it's complicated to sing, really. When I was singing Anne Boleyn, I gained the weight, and I wanted to do that because it's such a demanding role, so you have to have this power. When I'm more than certain number, for me it's not good because I don't feel well. I don't feel pretty even. So I stopped eating. I'm jogging, make my running routine every day before breakfast because it's more effective. And that works always. But yeah, to move and to sing, it's, you know, if you are singing the roles like Traviata, Violetta Valéry, and she is dying there from this disease, you can't be 300 kilos, excuse me, because it's ridiculous. And you have to stay. It's, for me, it's a part of my job, you know. You have to stay. You have to stay credible, and or Romeo and Juliet, the same thing. And yeah, it's a part of your job. But I'm trying to stay in this, you know, middle weight. For me, it's the middle is the best way to do that. Okay. I know a lot of people, I know a lot of colleagues who lose the weight very quickly, then they have problems, or very slowly. And that works. Then you can remain in this weight, and this is what exactly about. For me, it's important to understand that it's not a diet, it's your way to live and your way to eat. And you have to understand how it works. It's a it's a chemical process, and you have to understand how it works. With internet, you can learn everything. Yeah, it's everything there. Yeah, some stupid stuff as well, but yeah, if you want to, if you can use Google, good, do it. So next one, are you offering singing lessons now? Yeah, why not? I don't sing every day, but I learn a lot. Good, me too. Because we are learning always. You know, if I'm not singing, I'm learning the texts, the lyrics. It's I'm not, you know, with the musical stuff, I'm quite really fast. But what is slow for me is the text, especially when you are tired. You have brilliant problems, and my fear is always to forget the text. And I'm happy to be in the theater where there is a souffleur, the prompter. This is exactly that's another question, because now more and more theaters, they cancel this position, and I think that is just additional stress for every singer. Because if, okay, you know this role, I sang Gilda for like more than 100 times, but sometimes you have blackout, so even in the aria, if you are not thinking, and if you have the person who is there, and you are in this difficulty, he or she will help, and just have him there, it's makes a difference. Okay, so propolis ist sehr gut für Laryngitientzündung. It's a German. Propolis. Laryngitis. Yeah, propolis is is good because it's antibiotic. It's natural. I love it as well. I have like 10 different sprays in my bag, and that was a funny story in the airport. When we flight in the airport, one lady wanted to see everything in my bag, and I have this spray and that spray and the salty sea water spray and this spray. She was starting to laugh at the end. Of course I explained, okay, I'm opera singer, so sorry, and I had time. Okay, one day I bent like you say, inhale, feel back, expand. What? In my head after doing it and hit my laptop and it cracked. I hope you are joking. Well, I think this is the question about these techniques, the breathing techniques. Yeah, you you have to know yourself. So it's if you have this Blutdruck, blood pressure, this is the problem. So be careful. I mean, not exaggerate. I mean, not don't exaggerate. This is the rule of the life. Yeah, just stay in the balance. We can write to me my private account. I will talk to you about it. So the next, a lot of singers suffer from reflux. How to deal with that? I think every singer will suffer from reflux, with a reflux at a certain point. Because we are breathing very, very low, yeah, in this diaphragm, and at a certain point, almost every colleague has this, and I had a problem with it, but I didn't know what is happening actually, and nobody talks about it, but everybody has it, but nobody talks about it, and that was in Salzburg, 2013. And then the doctor there explained me, yeah, you have this. I said, no, I don't, because I thought it's a reflux, something like it's not. The problem is the night when you are sleeping and you can't control it. But what is important is stress. What I understood is really stress. Even in the role what I sang 100 times, before the opening night, I have my this small tablet house. So actually, I'm not stressed at all, so I don't use it. I don't even use Gaviscon, or Gaviscon is another friend of singers. We have all of us have it in our bag. Me always. Stress, it's really important. Yeah, you can think with your head, okay, it's okay, I will deal with it, but your body will think differently, and you have to learn these signs. Yeah, everybody has, it's very subjective and very personal, but the thing is important. What do you eat before going tonight to sleep? Don't drink too much, even water, because it can help. And yeah, I always have this Gaviscon thing somewhere close to my bed, and yeah, always. But I think it's not. You have to know about it. You have to know how to deal with this, and then you can live with it. But at the beginning, of course, you think, "What is happening? I don't do nothing wrong. I don't do nothing new, but something." Always such a like laryngitis, because the symptoms are the same. If I would not be a singer, I would be the doctor, really. Yeah, and then when you know the problem, face it, and now I can deal with it. I can live with it. Thank you so much for answering my question. Please. Okay, I just what is your favorite opera? Pig Dame by Tchaikovsky, Carmen, Traviata, Rigoletto. Every opera when I'm in, I love it for sure. I love Puccini to listen to. I'm not fan of Puccini to sing, for me, maybe later, but I would love to. But what I see, I can wait with it. Yeah. What's your favorite opera? Pesaro. How many questions? Oh my god, I have to scroll. Warum brechen die hohen Noten? Kein Ton in der Stimme oder sehr hoch. Was denken Sie? Danke. Taratorkina. It's all about breathing and control, and to be at the same time really strong, but always flexible. Yeah, that's why my favorite sport is yoga, because it's about this, and all these techniques how to breathe will help a lot, because you understand the process, and then it will be much easier. But I'm repeating here, so I'm trying not to speak about technical problems here, because we have to actually in 9 minutes. Yeah, it will stop automatically in 9 minutes. Write me on private message if you have really something important to ask. Your English is great. Thank you. What's the best country of conservatory in Europe to study singing for soprano? Carla, lyric. Carla, it's not about country. I think it's about teacher. It's important to find your teacher, or even not one. You can have more. I had at the same time 3. Yeah, because you have to filter what they say, because you have to take it for you, because you are the person who are singing on stage. I can't recommend, because Germany was the solution for me, because it was for free. For free, it was not paid. The conservatoire, the high school of music, that's why I chose it. Italy has a lot of conservatoires. Whatever, go away from home. That's for sure. Go away from home, because it helps. You will find in yourself a lot of energy immediately. So go away, travel. Yeah, now it's not very actual. Go away from home. That's my recommendation. Why my nose is okay. Judy Chadan. Yeah, exactly. So, do you sing Norma? I sang only the aria at the first one, and I would love to. That will come for sure, but no plans for now. Yeah, but I would love to. I think it's too early even for my head. I have to have children for that, I think. Is there a limit of age to stop singing opera? Depends of your form and how fit you are. We have a lot of examples. Yeah, I will go to a concert when you come to Paris. Thank you. By the way, it will be a lot of Bellini there. This is a pair concert, and I will sing the Boleyn as well. So come, I will be happy to see you. I love listening to you. Thank you very much. I think we have to stop soon. Spoilers regarding the new Idomeneo production at Staatsoper Berlin. Mike Vienna. No. We have a mask. I will tell you that. We have a mask on stage. That was very funny to have it there when the coronavirus came. No, but it's very psychological drama, and I love the production, especially my role, the Elettra. It's bomba. It's really great. I enjoy to be the bad girl. Спасибо за летний концерт в Юрмале in Russian. Yeah, thank you for Jurmala. Thank you. That was unexpected and very nice concert. I love it. Did you ever had to deal with anxiety when having an audition? Even now, I don't think it will go, but you can control it if you are good prepared, and a lot of breathing techniques you can help, by the way. Yeah, because it's all about the control, to be in balance. Yeah, and breathing can help. Meditation. Yeah, it's we are coming in my videos to meditation slowly, because the breathing is the first step. That's why I started. And meditation, it's not esoterical at all. There are rules. Okay, I will tell you in my next videos. It's a long topic. Okay, I really love the breathing exercise that you show in your personal account. Thank you for watching. That's an interesting question from the girl. I will not read it loud. You are the best. Thank you. How many languages you speak fluently? 4.5. 4. Yeah, French is not so free, but it will come. What do you suggest to start a career? This is maybe the last question I will answer because the time is going. Experience is important. To start a career, you have to sammeln, to have experience. Start with young artist programs, start with the competitions, start with the concerts, small concerts, church concerts you organize for yourself. Experience, just singing on stage. That's it. Because at the beginning, this is always the problem that nobody knows you. So start doing the videos, organize your YouTube channel. This is important because now even the casting directors watching YouTube. I hope they not read the comments because sometimes it's really stupid and rude. Every singer is dealing with it. Okay. We are waiting for you in Moscow. I would love to. I will have the Moscow concert in October. No, in November, so if everything will be fine. We update our schedule on my schedule on the website. It's coming soon. Yeah. All the best for you. Thank you very much. Do you have a blacklist of stage directors? And conductors as well. Yes, I mean, of course, it's the right people, the right persons you are loving to work with, and there are a couple of you are not so loving it. So it's a complicated question, but dialogue is important. Just to speak to each other. It's speak to each other. You don't have it here inside because it will eat you. Just speak. Speak about all these problems you have, all the issues, and all this. You will have the consensus if you will speak to each other. So really, guys, I really even more questions. Cool. I didn't know. Will you sing Elektra in Idomeneo next year? Yes, I will. Schöne Grüße, very beautiful, bla bla bla. Welche Rolle würden Sie gerne singen, werden aber nicht angefragt. Fach. Big question, I will not have time for it. How do you practice? I change, by the way. When I'm singing, my routine is always different, but there are a couple of exercises I repeat. And for example, my favorite is 2-octave arpeggio or even 3. But I change a little bit every time because it's important. It's like in sport, You are using to sing special certain exercises, it's okay, but just change sometimes. Okay, we have 30 seconds, and now I will stop talking. I hope you enjoyed it. Come to my account or to my YouTube, Olga Peretyatko official, and stay healthy and be happy. Talk to each other. That's important. Love you guys, and I hope to see you in the theater. Yeah? I don't know how to завершить. Yeah, that's it.